Illinois sits 6-0 on this season and hosts the defending conference champions in Memorial Stadium. Barely visible in his hard-to-see orange shirt, Ron Zook joins us now from Champaign. Ron, 2 straight weeks of come-from-behind wins for you guys. It strikes me as these are the types of games that in years past the Illini would have lost, a close game that they wouldn't have been able to pull out a win. Why is it this year they're turning into W's instead of L's?
Well, I think that's kind of the process. It kind of takes that long. These guys have, they believe in the coaches. The coaches are doing a good job of putting them in positions to be successful. And, they're playing, we talk about, keep the main thing, and don't worry about the score. Don't worry about what happened before, what happened, the next play. Just worry about the play that you're in. And they've done a great job of really buying into that.
Very few things are more Maine than A.J. Jenkins. From your point of view, what's the thing he's done best this season?
Well, AJ's always been very, very talented, and everyone's kind of known that. But I think that the biggest thing that you see why you see the difference in AJ is because of Nathan. Nathan has had those guys out there. Any spare moment they had in the summer, in the off season, he had them in the indoor in the winter, throwing the football. And not only is obviously AJ doing a great job, but Nathan's getting him the football, and I think that's just a perfect example of what happens when two guys, and not only Nathan but all the receivers work extremely hard, and now you're seeing the results of their hard work.
Let's turn to the Ohio State game this weekend. How will your defense be different when you're facing Braxton Miller as a quarterback versus whoever else they could put in there?
Braxton's one of those guys that puts an added thing to the defense in terms of being able to contain him. I mean, he can throw the football, he can run the football. Anytime you got an extra runner back there, a guy that you got the option, you got all kind of different things that your players have to be alert to. And here's a guy that can beat you with his feet or his arms. So it makes it hard for the defense, but it's something that we're going to have to deal with.
And yet, getting pressure on quarterbacks is something you guys have done better than anyone in the country so far this year. Why is that? Well,
I think number one, we said at the end of last year, we felt like our guys were, continuing to get better and better. They know the system. Whitney was a guy that we felt like was really coming on at the end of the last year, and the hard work and so forth. And then again, the coaches have put them in positions to be successful. But it's going to be a lot different when Braxton's in there in terms of rushing the passer. I mean, obviously we want to get pressure on him, but on the same token, you're not going to be able to run upfield and give him those lanes to be able to take off and scramble.
You mentioned Whitney Mercilus, and he truly has had a breakout season. Give us an idea of something you see in him, about him, that we don't get to see or know.
Well, it's very, very important to him. We talk about all the time is how you live your life off the field, how you're going to live your life on the field, and he's a perfect example. He does extremely well in the classroom, does the things that he's supposed to do, never late, does the things that is where he's supposed to be when he's supposed to be there. And as I said, it's very, very important to him. And in the off season, he's worked extremely hard. He was kind of one of the leaders of that defensive line group. I think one of the things that we were more concerned about than anything when Corey Legit left was the leadership, and that's where Whitney's kind of picked up the leadership part of it, and him and Michael Buchanan both have really worked hard to become the best players that they can become.
Ron Zook, head coach of the Fighting Illini, congratulations on the great start to the season. Best of luck this weekend.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.